So this is a short video on how to have good placement for the left hand for your fingers when you're playing chords. So that way you can avoid touching other strings, have nice clear sounding chords, and just have the most efficient way of playing. So we're going to use an example of a G chord. And so for a G chord, we have a shape like that. And so the way you want to place your fingers for this chord and most any other chord is you want to have your fingers at an angle. So you can see my fingers are kind of angled, pointing towards my right or your left. So they're not straight on like this. They're not like parallel to the neck straight on. They're at an angle like that. And if they're at an angle, then that means you'll be playing on the left tip of your fingers. So you're not playing right in the center of the tip, you're playing on the left side of the tip of your fingers. And if you play like that, then it's going to make it a lot easier to have each string be nice and clear without your fingers accidentally touching the other strings, because that's a really common issue, is when people's fingers touch the other strings. Because if that happens, like if you're playing this way, it's much more likely that your fingers are going to touch the other strings. And it's really hard not to, unless you go like this, but that's not a good position. You don't want to have your wrist bent like that. So to avoid bending your wrist, instead you just slant your fingers to the left so you don't have that big bent up wrist. And just that little slant to the left makes it so you can have nice, clear sounding strings on any of your chords. So that works for the G chord, C chord, many other chords too. Just keep that in mind whenever you play, playing on the left tip with your fingers angled to the left.